Welcome back to Typical Monday Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the second episode.
We're your hosts, Lane White
and Benjamin C. Campbell.
Thank you for returning. Podcast number 2, Ben. Can you believe it?
Podcast number 2, try number 3.
Try number 5. So we're having a lot of technical equipment failure. This is new to us. This is the third official time?
Third
recording the second podcast.
Yeah.
That's been fun.
It sucks so bad. But we're here and we're back because we care for some reason.
It's all for you guys. Yeah, for some reason. We haven't figured it out yet, but when we do, we'll be sure to let you know. In the meantime, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You could be
all the
16th
things.
subscriber.
Number 16. That's famous.
That's
number.
Something, isn't it?
It could be. It could be.
We should make that a t-shirt. I was the 16th subscriber. Oh my gosh.
It'll be one of our cousins or something.
yeah, for sure. Probably somewhat family related. Trickle down the line. What's happened in the past week?
I don't know. Who cares at this point?
Who cares at this point?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna really try and not sound depressed in this version.
Yeah, it's been taking a huge toll on Ben, for sure.
It's been a long day. This is different. Not only is our third flip and try, it's now, good Lord, almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, man. We're usually recording at 6 or 7 a.m.
in the morning. So maybe this is good. Maybe this is bad. Yeah. Who knows?
My bedtime is usually right around now.
Really, right around now?
I mean, not for the past month. But
yeah, right.
Before the baby, yeah, I was usually in bed at 9.
Dang, that's good. That's a healthy schedule.
It is,
yeah. I'm normally like
body doesn't reflect it, but it is a healthy schedule.
Yeah, and I'm normally around probably a midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you've always been that way though. Like,
yeah, I don't do it because I want to. I normally do it to catch up on work and stuff like that.
Gotcha, daily.
Yeah.
Well, you're brilliant, man. You start work early. It's the same thing. I mean, as long as you're getting 6-7 hours of sleep.
Yeah, as long as you get it in, I guess.
Yeah.
But don't they say the more sleep you get in before 10 p.m., the better for your brain, or the better REM or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Excuse me. So what happened this past week? Another Alex update for you.
Oh, yes. Like I didn't know that was coming.
We're laughing because this is the third or fourth time he's had to say that.
Oh, God. But genuinely, that does lift my spirits. What a nice guy. I barely know Alex, but man, what a delightful person he is.
He's a really cool dude. Works a lot, cooks really good. He was coming over to help us out, brought us some homemade food. I don't know what it was at this point, man. Oh my gosh.
You know what sucks is you've told 2 really good versions of this story.
Yep, and the third one's just gonna be like a slap in the face. So the rundown version is made a whole bunch of homemade food. Looked really good. Don't know what it was. It was like Filipino homemade food, so it's not like our type of stuff where
by the way,
you heat it up. And
we should mention that Alex is your brother-in-law.
He's my brother-in-law. My wife's Filipino. He's Filipino too. So he makes really good food. A lot of it's intricate. There's little mini fried squids. It's just a lot more prep work than the typical American food, lasagna, something like that. So a lot of time went into this.
Does lasagna take a decent amount of work?
Yeah, but you just slap crap together and throw it in the oven. I mean, I don't
Lane,
know.
There goes all the Italians.
Gosh. It's just, oh my God. Yeah, I don't really care at this point.
Lane White does not care about Italians.
Well, I mean, I
wow.
didn't say that.
That's what I heard.
I was gonna say I was Italian, but I'm not. I am 200% European. Did you do a DNA test yet?
Yes, it turns out I'm 100% that B. No, I'm just kidding.
God. There goes everyone else besides the Italians.
I'm so sorry.
I quit. I'm turning my mic off right now. You can do the podcast by yourself. Today in Ben's mind. I hate that song.
There goes all 15 subscribers.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. I hate the music video. I don't like the way she's acting in it.
I haven't seen the music video.
Actually, I take that back. I have not made it through the full music video. I turn it off after 7 seconds. But the first 7 is so bad, I don't continue. Hopefully that does not happen with this podcast.
Let's hope.
Yep.
At this rate, it's not looking very good.
Don't even care. I just don't even care anymore.
So anyways, back to the Alex update.
All of this homemade food made from scratch. I am in my driveway as he pulls up. I am sanding down my fish tank stand, the top of it, because I will be starting up a saltwater tank. We're laughing because the first few versions were so good, and now we're just like, ugh, we're just done. So, but halfway through, our spirits will pick up because it'll all be fresh, and we haven't repeated ourselves 5 or 6 times. So
yeah.
So I am starting a new saltwater tank here within the next few months. Don't know why I decided to do this when I have a newborn daughter, but I am crazy.
Great timing.
So, yeah, I was sanding that down, got it all done, or pretty dang close to done. He pulls up. I'm like, oh, cool. Alex is here. Go back to sanding, and he opens the door, and I hear this loud just crash of glass breaking.
That's the worst, man.
Yep.
I've reacted to this story twice. I'm not going to make the sounds, but like, man, it still sucks.
Yep.
Poor Alex.
Yep. And then all I hear is, no, man, no. And he was just, I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, that's okay. It happens, you know. He's just like, oh, my gosh. He's like, all this food. And we were able to save a little bit of it. Some of it that fell off inside the lid. He was able to not scrape up, but it didn't hit the ground. So my wife was able to eat a little bit of it.
That's good.
I don't think I ate that night.
Gotcha. Shout out to Alex.
Yeah.
This is our weekly Alex update. All
Alex
in love.
Tip. Yep. So you just got back from Miami, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You know, I spent a lot of time en route to Miami.
Did you meet Pitbull then?
Yes, the mayor of Miami. No, we had this great bit about my wife and daughter. I don't know why.
Ditching you for to go have fun with Pitbull or something like that. Yeah,
they're staying with. They met Pitbull. No,
as long as they had fun.
Yeah. So long story short, I got food poisoning from a place called the Earl of Sandwich. I almost died. Yeah. Well, it's actually the third time now. It's like imagine like a nice mall food court, and it was that, and the Earl of Sandwich hated me.
I've never tried them. They could be gourmet exquisite sandwiches, but the name Earl of Sandwich just isn't helping it.
Just go to Subway. That's my advice.
Subway?
Just go to Subway.
I don't like Subway. I thought their meats were fake, right?
Oh, probably. I mean, go to Firehouse. How about that?
Firehouse is good. I don't think anyone can really complain about them.
Go to Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah.
That's what.
I forget what their slogan is, but they're good.
Yeah, I like Jimmy John's a lot.
I think their slogan is them just talking stupid fast, probably. Which is great marketing because think about that. You hear them on the radio, their slogan is them talking fast, and they pay less for airtime.
Huh,
it's a great marketing thing.
Haven't heard their commercials.
It's been a while, actually, but
yeah. But anyway, spent a lot of time en route to Miami. Spent the week as a bachelor. Long story short, didn't love it. No. I do enjoy solitude. I used to enjoy it more, but a week was just a little too much. Been married for coming up on 3 years, and have a daughter, so miss my wife, miss my kid. I'm getting soft.
Yeah, and having a kid will do it to you. So I hear. Hasn't really happened to me yet, but I'm waiting.
Yeah, you guys are still in survival mode. So.
Yeah. As long as I can remember my name for the next month or two, I'll be good.
You'll be fine.
All right. So this past week.
Oh yeah, you went and checked out that.
That amazing property that we told us shit about.
Tell me about this property.
For the first time. Okay, so this is all news to you. So I went property hunting because with our newly founded YouTube fame, I thought, it's
time to
just
upgrade.
Yeah. It
We've
makes
earned
perfect
it.
sense. I got over 100 and just over 100 something views. Could be 1,000, could be 1,000,000, could just be 100. But needless to say, we are booming. Money's great. It's just time for a stinking upgrade.
We've earned
We've
it.
been at this for so long. It's not like last week was our first one.
Feels like we've been doing this forever tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. So on paper, this property looked like a no-brainer.
No brainer. I mean, I hear it's got acres and Lakers.
Acres and Lakers. Yep, that was hilarious.
It was funny the first time.
First few times.
Sure.
So get this. On paper, it lists 10 acres, lakefront.
That's a lot of acres.
Commercial property. $1,500 a month tenant wanting to stay long term. Motel on site. 1,600 living square foot main residence, brand new metal roof. Huh.
Spoken like a true real estate agent.
Sounds pretty great. Yeah, I wonder why. sounds pretty great, right? Wrong.
We're trying new things to keep this fresh, guys. We got to do something.
The commercial tenant, taxidermist. Krampus everywhere. Okay, he butchers these creatures. Hangs them up on stakes to rot out in like their own property. I mean, it's just oh my god.
Which seems like weird, like malpractice for a taxidermist to let things rot openly.
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, maybe it's how it's supposed to be done. I figured you'd put it in a vat or a container of something that breaks it down faster.
Like Breaking Bad style. Like
I was, there you go. I mean, no, but that would break down bones too. Like that disintegrates everything. I mean, maybe he just wants. I don't know what he wants. I have no idea. I'm not a taxidermist. But that's what he's doing. Great guy. Take that
allegedly.
Back. Yeah, great guy allegedly. I've been telling this story to a few friends. A few people actually know him. So,
so he's known to rock a microphone, huh?
I've seen his work. It's really good. I mean, it's like I do have pictures that you're not going to be able to see. But he does a really good job, which is also kind of creepy too. You go into a shop, there's a bunch of eyes everywhere, horns, skeleton bits and stuff. It's just kind of creepy. The lights don't turn on. It's pitch black.
Homey. Some say.
Sure. And we start walking back to this lake, and the smell just starts to get worse.
Hits you?
Just gets worse and worse and worse.
I was not there, by the way. I'd like to clarify. I was not. Yeah,
That's right.
Experience. I can't say it.
Experiencing
this. Yes, through you vicariously.
Yeah. I did give you a call. You were unfortunately busy, but you'll come to the next one.
Yes, I will.
Listen, the next taxidermist.
You tell me there's a taxidermist on site, and I'm there. Dang it.
Oh my gosh. But so I look over to my contractor friend. I bring him along to figure out, if a property's worth, buying. And we're just like, okay, what the heck is going on? This smell is way too strong. We're like, what is this? Like, we couldn't figure it out. Like, the whole 10-acre property lingered with it. But as we started getting closer to the lake, it was just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. It wasn't in the lake. It was actually behind a taxidermist. The taxidermist has like 4 warehouses as well as the commercial building occupying a ton. So $1,500 a month is actually really cheap for that much square footage.
Warehouses, good lord.
So what he does is he hangs them on spits and lets them rot out. So all the flesh and bone and just rotting skin. That's what the smell was.
Viscera and
Golly, just rank. Because that's the best word. And of all the times we've shot this, that is the best word to describe it. It's just rank. This rank smell. I think last time it's like the dump literally times 10.
Dang.
Just bad. You can't
just
breathe.
Assaulting your nostrils.
Yeah. That's not something I'd want my daughter to breathe in.
Right.
Walk out the back porch, breathe in the fresh, rank air. It's just no. But turns out after he guts them, he throws the guts in the lake. So that's convenient. I was
very nice.
Talking to a buddy today, I forget the lake's name, but he's like, oh yeah, that lake's full of gators. I'm like, oh great, yeah.
And I guess you mentioned in the other 2 iterations of this failed podcast that 4 acres are actually water. It's part of the lake, right?
Yeah. So
water
rights. 10 acres, 4 Lakers. 4 Lakers. 4 of the Lakers are missing the bottom of. So it's 4 acres are in the water. It's just the water rights, which is fine. But so it's really only 6 acres, but 3 of those 6 acres is actually just swamp. Like you can see the ground. There's like an inch or 2 of water
So
above
it's really
it.
only 3 usable
It's really
acres.
just 3 acres. Like the taxidermist is taking up like 2.5. So it's ridiculous. There's also it's kind of a really creepy path because there's I forget the name of the tree where the roots kind of stick up like is it stalactites or stalagmites?
I just listened to this
One of the
debate in a
two.
podcast that I was listening to.
Stalagmites versus stalactites?
Yeah,
Really? That's a debate?
It was just part of the. It was just an offshoot kind of thing. Is it stalactites come from the ceiling? I think because they hold tight to the ceiling. Is that what we learned?
That could be. I don't know. I forget.
Anyways, but I think what you're talking about is cypress knees, right?
That sounds exactly it. Yes, correct. So
knees.
it's those roots that do look like knees.
Yeah.
So all of those were everywhere. But except for this little path, maybe I don't know, 4 foot wide, leading down.
Just big enough for
the dragon body
taxidermist and his prey.
And there was like mushrooms, toadstools outlining this trail, and like there isn't anything underneath it but grass. Like there isn't wood, there isn't extra dirt, and everywhere around it's swampy. It was just creepy. So that just kind of fuel to the flame, so to speak. The motel was just horrible. The idea was to take the 6-unit motel, which I would definitely not run a motel on my own property. It'd be horrible. No offense to anyone who's doing that. But,
gosh, there goes all the small business owners.
I would knock down half a wall in each unit, turn it into a triplex. It was the plan, at least. But you get there, and it would have been cheaper to just build one.
Yeah, it's not
than
worth
to
it.
repair the one that was there. So that was just long story short. It wasn't a go. So we're still on
looking.
the hunt.
Yeah. Which brings it to that perfect horror film. There's a perfect script there. And I've had the opportunity to workshop this 3 times now. So
give me an elevator pitch, Ben. Go.
Here you go. All right. It's a well-to-do family. Let's say a doctor, perhaps a dentist, something like that.
I'm with you.
Wife, daughter, son type of thing. One's a teenager, one's a kid. They buy this place. Man, it looks just same thing. Looks great on paper, right? Taxidermist, but he's really nice. He's charming. He's older, slightly older, but he's a charming old man.
Everything you would want a taxidermist to be.
Everything you'd ever want a taxidermist. And so they meet. Everything's great. They buy it. They're living there for a couple months. Fast forward a couple months. They've rented out the motels to college students. This is the new part because you have to have almost or just cheap housing, right?
It looks like a frat house has been through his suits.
And then because you need like fodder for the killer to kill. We don't care about the college students.
Yeah.
And so
orphans. Horrible.
And so these college students, like one dorm goes completely missing, and then you find out the taxidermist is not really taxidermizing. I don't know if that's a word. Animals.
You try to get away with that word outside.
I like that word.
Taxidermizing.
It turns out he's actually been taxidermizing people. And then it is, and because they have water rights, he dumps all the waste in the water for the crocodiles. Then here's the ending.
Because he has water rights, he can do that.
The ending is maybe the dad and the kids have been like either kidnapped or whatever. The mom saves the day because more power.
Mom.
Yeah. Moms always save the day, right? And she somehow takes him out to the lake and he gets eaten by his own crocodiles.
By the gator. Wow.
That's the best pitch so far.
That actually is.
There you go.
Impressed. Millions.
Thank you.
Millions. It's great. Fantastic.
The best film. We make the best film. We have the best ideas.
Typical Monday podcast.
Yeah, there goes everybody.
Oh my gosh. Well, demonetize.
Oh, wait a minute. Was the DNA test joke in the last one?
I don't think it was. I remember what the joke even was, to be honest, but
the DNA test. I'm 100% that B joke.
Oh my god,
was that in the last one?
That was in the last one.
Oh god,
it's not in there. I recently did a DNA test.
Yes.
I am 100% European. Actually, 99.6% European. Did you ever take yours?
Yeah, I did. I recently did. Yeah, I took a DNA test. It turns out I'm 100% that B.
Oh my God.
It was the perfect joke.
I hate that song.
The Dead. Yeah, I don't love it either.
I hate it.
But boy, was it a perfect joke. So enjoy that.
Yep.
I have not actually.
I quit. So go ahead and unplug my mic. I'm gonna go stare at the fish tank, pour a drink for myself, and forget that you ever said that. Yeah.
But no, I have not taken the 23. I not for any particular reason. 'Cause I feel like the government has everything on me they'd ever need anyways.
Yeah. I mean, people are like, oh, I don't want people to have my dad's. Like, you have a cell phone.
You pay someone $200 a month to monitor your.
You ever wonder why whenever you're having a friend with a family, whenever you're having a conversation with a friend or family member, and like the same day or the next day you get an ad.
Yeah, the ads are tailored to.
I mean, that's not a coincidence. It literally happens to everyone. It's happening to me right now. That music video that you just said popped up on my phone as we speak. I'm shutting down my phone. So it's. I mean, they have all of your data.
They have everything they need, man.
I mean,
take off your tinfoil hat.
Yep. That means you too, man.
No. Never me. I'm a hypocrite. I'll be the only one with the tinfoil hat. God, this is horrible.
Oh my gosh.
All right, what do we got next? What are we moving on to? What's next on the agenda?
Oh man. Well, I had a funny Jason Jason Sudeikis butchered that. I had a funny Jason Sudeikis impersonation.
Hold on, Lane. You think you could ruffle that paper any closer to your microphone?
I probably could. Would you guys like to hear it? No.
I am now in a classroom.
I don't think we're gonna get fame doing ASMR.
You can be the teacher, and you can.
All right.
Let's just not. I already hate this.
Abandon the idea.
I take responsibility for my actions.
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, the taxidermist did kind of remind me of a Predator 2 movie. I actually did write that in my notes, so that's actually funny how you pitched the idea without us ever talking about that. But yeah, the whole thing did kind of remind me of Horrible Bosses, though. And that's where I was getting with that Jason Sudeikis. I always butcher it.
Jason Sudeikis?
Sudeikis, whatever. His first name is Jason.
Sudeikis.
Whatever. Sorry, Jason. But your last name is just really hard to say. Should have been White.
We might have to cut that out.
But it kind of reminded me of that, like whenever Horrible Bosses 2, whenever they kidnap someone, I forget who, and I don't think I've seen that one. He's talking like the kidnapper, giving a ransom request. I forget who too, but it was just really funny. Yeah. So, what else happened to you?
Boy, what else happened to me? I have a letter. Is that where we're at?
Sure.
In the podcast? Yeah. Sure. Why not? Does it matter anymore?
Yeah. And I feel so bad because the first time we recorded this, it was so good. The second time, we're still pretty good. Third time, I'm seeing a huge dip in quality, but you know what? The third one will be even better.
I don't feel bad at all. Hot take. I don't feel bad at all. I don't care.
It's because he's 100% that B.
Oh, boy. Anyways, I guess we can move on to this paragraph I have here. In the first episode, we alluded to it and then never did anything with it. So,
you're right. Yep.
My mom found a paragraph that I had written?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're both the same.
I don't know which was more correct. From August 10th, 2005, which is the first summer that I'm going to say officially met.
Like we didn't know what year officially. Yeah.
So we know it's 2005 now.
Moved in.
And so I'm going to say officially officially met.
We're just so tired.
Because we allegedly met as like toddlers. But I'm gonna say this is when we our official meeting in 2005.
When it actually mattered, when you can retain memory.
Yeah, so that would have put me at 9 years old and you at 10 years old.
Sounds about right.
Wow, dang.
Really? I thought we were a little bit older.
I thought we were a little older too.
Jesus.
Wow. Anyways, so this is, I guess I wrote this for school, my paragraph, and subject is my new friend Lane. So I'll go ahead and read this here.
For the first time.
My paragraph. Here we go.
Yep.
I have a new friend, and his name is Lane.
Sure is.
Lane moved in next door.
I did.
He's nice.
I am.
Funny.
Yep.
Really tall.
Check.
And has dark blonde hair.
Yep. Guilty.
We go swimming in his pool. We play video games. And we build Legos. He builds the bigger stuff. I build the smaller stuff. We play pool at his house. Usually Lane wins. And I threw this in there.
I forgot that I even had a pool table until you said that. Yeah.
However, comma, my mom probably put that comma in there for me.
Yeah.
I'm the winner at roll pool.
Yep.
Sometimes I sleep over at his house. Sometimes Lane comes here.
Which I had no idea what that was.
That
was a game that we created, or you created?
Roll pool is a game that we probably created out of the fact that apparently I sucked at pool.
Maybe, so
right. Where we would take the cue ball, right, the white ball, and we just roll that with our hands rather than shooting it with a pool stick.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was just one of those things we did, but it brings up a few things. Just maybe going back to childhood, and like we've done this 3 times, so we'll just go over the stuff.
Just say it.
But yeah, it reminded me of roll pool, and then
the game that we used to play in my pool.
That one. Bro, I was thinking of the Legos. We would build Legos. We used to build these like Lego cars, and then crash them together in the hallway, which is pretty fun.
Which I would probably still do that to this day, to be honest. I mean,
honestly, it's a lot of fun.
Building Lego cars and smashing them together via a hallway full force.
Yeah, which one survives.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Watching little bitch just fly everywhere. It's pretty funny.
And so one thing that I remember, I think years after, you had this like the champion car. No.
Oh, no?
Your car was like survived for like years.
That giant brick. Didn't your little brother find it?
Yeah, because you built it out of the little tiny slivers that like
not the average size of a brick, but the ones that are a quarter the height.
Yeah. And so it was like this like almost like mosaic like build vehicle. It was like it was just the shape of a brick, indestructible.
Yep.
Indestructible.
I won every time. I think we quit playing.
Probably because
we did.
And then what you did even. Like for the wheels, you had like the wheels like layered in, so it was like
that's right. So you couldn't even hit the wheels off.
Yeah.
I think we did create a rule. If it couldn't roll, then it was like it was out. Yeah.
So years it survived. It survived years later. That's how solid it was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so so we did a few. You mentioned the game that we played. I guess this will just be us reminiscing about childhood activity. Yeah. And, a lot of themes that pop up in these. Well, we've officially 2, unofficially 5 podcasts that we've done. Actually, unofficially 6 because there's that other dead one that never made it out. Right. There's a lot of dad stuff, a lot of best friendship stuff. Reminisce with us, will you? But we used to play a game in the shallow end of your pool, which backstory used to be a TV show on.
One of your favorite.
Yeah, I think it was a kids.
Got me into it.
WB, yeah. Because in I think the last version of this podcast, you said you weren't really a Saturday morning cartoon guy.
That's right. I didn't know Saturday morning cartoons was even a thing.
I live for Saturday morning.
And we
cartoons.
had TV. I just didn't know. I had no idea. And you're like, what? This crazy person doesn't know that there's new episodes for like 3 hours every Sunday morning. No idea.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? What in the world is this?
And so there's a show, and it was kind of like based around like martial arts and kind of kung fu fighting or whatever.
Reminded me of Teen Titans a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But they didn't steal it,
and it was called Shaolin with an X, like Shaolin Monk, Shaolin Showdown.
Yep.
And so we had a game called, I'm proud of this to this day, Shallow End Showdown.
Shallow End Showdown, which you think you made it. I think back then I thought that I said
there
it
used
too,
to be a lot
I
of
just
discrepancy.
Don't care.
I care very much.
I really don't care who.
To this day,
it,
I need the credit for that.
You can have this one.
Thank you. Just let me win one for the love of God. Yeah. And so and the rules was like 3 rounds, right?
Yeah, I mean,
or no.
It would vary.
Yeah,
I think it might have been best out of 5.
Yeah, you're right. It was. You had to get 3.
Who created this? I think it was the best out of 5.
Well, to be fair, rules I believe were organic between the two of us, probably. Yeah. But that name was mine.
Oh man, I really don't know.
Don't.
But it's yours.
Don't go back on
it's
it
yours,
now.
Man. Go for it. It's yours. 1,000 points. 1,000 points to bet.
The points don't matter. But anyways, so the idea of the game was to win 1 point, you had to successfully momentarily dunk. Yeah. It wasn't a drowning situation, which is why we couldn't play with everybody. You're
right.
This was a game.
Everyone's got one of those friends.
Yes.
They take things too seriously. It's just, they've got a lot of built up like issues and anger, and like whenever they let it out, they just can't control themselves. That was a couple of our friends.
They're taking out like whatever's going on with their parents, taking it out on you in the pool. Yeah. This is a mature man's game.
Everything.
Yeah.
Mature man's game.
This was a mature.
Shallow and showdown.
Just not any loser could play. Which is why you and I ended up playing
mostly.
A lot, but because we were so mature. And so it momentarily it was so fun. We should go back.
No punching, no clawing, only grappling.
No striking. You're right. Which is why Caitlin, your sister, couldn't play, because she would use those claws, dude.
Oh, that's right. I remember
this day, those claws.
Like those marks.
Yes.
Just, oh my God.
Remember when she would get you in trouble? She would, for scratching her, she would like scratch herself and then get you in trouble.
Oh my gosh. I remember that. Caitlin, if you're watching, that's my little sister. You're probably going to hate us for this, but that was not cool. That was not cool. I do remember that. I totally forgot about that. We would play and then she would scratch herself because I would have a mark on me. Or you, or vice versa, and she would want to get in trouble. She was the will on that one, the sheer will. Oh my gosh!
Should we talk about the brownies?
God, what brownies are you talking about?
We can cut this out if it's not kosher with you.
No, keep it in.
When
Caitlin I remember. Okay, I'm
those brownies on her. What was it called? The Easy Bake Oven.
Oh no!
Can we go there?
Sure.
Oh God.
Sorry in advance. She had this Easy Bake Oven.
Trigger warning on this one, seriously.
She had an Easy Bake Oven that she loved. She's been wanting to get this thing forever. And I mean, in retrospect, it's pretty cool. I mean, it teaches kids how to cook and stuff. Good. I mean, like, their food always tastes like crap. But,
I almost made a bad joke.
That could be a bit for the show. Something to do with the Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah.
Adult recipes for the Easy Bake Oven.
I was going to say something about, like, the patriarchy, like, trying to keep women in the kitchen. I was going to make a dumb joke like that. I'm glad I didn't.
Well, I'm glad you didn't too. Okay. But, so she was getting, I'm using the word loosely here. She was getting good. She was getting good at making things in the Easy Bake Oven. Cakes, cookies, pies, and such, whatever you would call it. I mean, like, what comes out of it's pretty small, but I don't think the time that you're talking about those brownies were from the Easy Bake Oven, because I think it was in a big tray.
Oh, really?
I know multiple people had them, and like if it was the Easy Bake Oven, I mean, I'm sure it happened there too. But like the story that you're thinking of, multiple people had them. That wouldn't work.
I wonder why we're all still alive.
Dude, it's insane. Okay, so what happened was she makes this tray of brownies because she's getting into cooking and she's liking, adding different ingredients, adding heat, make something completely different. She was just getting to the age where that concept was cool. I don't know how old she was, so that'll serve to kind of I
think we were pretty young.
Yeah, so she was,
in her defense, she was a kid, younger than us. And
cooks great now. Sorry, Caitlin, again. But all right. So what happened was you would cut into the brownie, pull it up with a spatula, and there would be, I don't know what she did.
Hold on, here's how I remember it. This is vaguely.
You tell your rendition.
I don't remember anything wrong with cutting it. I remember taking a bite into it, and then when you pull it out, there were strands of human hair connecting the bite in my mouth to the bite in my hand.
It's like it would just. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Right.
That's
right.
my memory burned into my brain.
You're right. I forgot what it was, but it was okay. So I actually didn't. No. I don't think I actually tried. I think you were the first one to try it.
Probably a little
and then
fatty.
I was the one a little fatty. I thought you weren't fat, but you were skinny.
Oh,
you were just alive. That's what happened.
Well, this is back. This was when we were younger. This is when we were little chunks as a kid. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We were a little chunky.
So you actually ate the first bite. I cut it. You're like, what the heck? You're like, your eyes got all big and like, what the heck? So I'm like, what? So I cut it and then I pulled a piece and that's tethered to the main thing of brownies via hair too. So that's what happened.
Tethered brownies
via hair. It's almost like she like cut her hair and it's like laid them out evenly.
Yeah,
it's like a thin sheet of hair across the entire thing.
It's like they're placed there perfectly.
Yeah, like I thought that we got pranked, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something happened. We're like, okay, a joke's up. And then she's like, did you try them? Did you like them? And we're like, oh, shoot. Yeah, and then the parents tried it and everyone was busting out laughing. Amazing story. that hasn't been told, even in like a family table in a long time. I think she really wanted us to forget about it. It must have worked because I totally forgot about that. Glad you brought it up.
It's burned into my brain. That's funny,
gosh.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was a little side note.
Were you there? Yeah, were you there? Speaking of cooking faux pas, I don't know. Were you there at the time that my family made pizza and we were out of mozzarella cheese, and so my parents used weird like Kraft singles, but somebody, I think you were there, right?
I think I was there.
And then somebody, I think it was my mom, right?
It was your mom.
Forgot to take the plastic off. So we're eating this pizza. And we're like, this is weird. What is this? And my dad's like, the plastic's still on this cheese.
She just takes it out of the pack, throws it on there, plastic and all. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
That's hilarious.
It's a wonder how.
That would be a great segue if we're kind of roasting your mom there. Talk about the whole eye drop
camping
thing.
Oh, the eye drop story. Oh boy.
Get them all out of the way.
Speaking of which, today is my parents' anniversary.
Today?
Yeah, 29 years.
What a coincidence. I'm sorry we had to talk about this on your anniversary.
Yeah.
But
happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. 29 years.
Congratulations.
Here's to you. Yeah. Yeah, that was long before me. I guess one time my dad
he really likes to tell this story.
He loves to bring it up. And so they were going to give him eye drops, and for whatever reason, my dad just thought, let me check that bottle before it was raised to put into his eye.
Your mom was going to put the eye drops in his eyes as he was sitting or laying down or
and he
something.
thought, let me check that bottle. It turns out,
thank God he did.
It was super glue.
She was going to drip super glue, which would have permanently blinded him.
Burned his cornea. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was super glue.
Man.
Weird moments in life like that. Like, what if he hadn't double checked?
He would have been partially blind. I'll tell you that. So.
Oh man. Yeah. Happy anniversary, guys.
Yeah, always double check things. Just go ahead and do it. What's the worst that can happen? You kill 4 seconds.
If you think about it,
super
glue bottles and eye drop bottles.
I mean,
I guess similar shape. I guess
similar. I guess. So like
pro tip: don't keep them in the same cabinet.
Ooh, that's true. That's a great tip. It's kind of a self-explanatory tip, but you know what I mean. Man. we can talk about that camping trip.
We've done
multiple trips camping.
Big fan.
Where did we go?
We went to
a lot of places.
Our favorite was still Gamble Rogers State Park, which is a really cool camping place. Mm-hmm. It's right on the beach. Yep. You have there's beachfront. Then there's these little beach shrubberies. Yeah, Flagler Beach. And then there's the campsite. So it's really cool. About as close to camping on the beach as
hot showers.
Yeah. The works. But really cool. So we would go and we would take I guess
a 1920 Honda Civic.
I think it's 1990. I want to say 95. It was a champagne Honda Civic.
I think
no, Honda Accord. I don't know if that's
right.
bigger or small, but it was an Accord.
I think it is in 95 because that's the year that I was born. I think that sounds right.
Oh yeah. And so we would say it'd be my mom, me, you,
your little
up front.
brother.
Yeah, you'd be up front because you always had the longest legs.
Yep.
And then my little brother Sam.
And that thing probably still runs today. You put a new
probably still going,
battery in it. I mean, that's still
yeah. Honda knows how to do it.
Crazy. How many miles does that thing actually have on it? Like over 300,000 easily.
At this point, yeah, God only knows.
Crazy.
So we would pack that thing like
full.
Crazy. We'd be sitting on.
We rewrote the definition of packed,
like sardines.
Oh my gosh.
We would. Yeah, we'd like be sitting on blankets. We'd have stuff on our laps.
That's right. We would sit on blankets.
Yeah.
Sit on blankets, then, like multiple tarps and on our laps.
So we were
tense.
We were packed going.
Oh yeah.
But the real fun was
on the
coming
way
home.
back was always worse because I mean you don't pack as good on the way back.
You're tired. You're ready to go home. Right.
Maybe throw it in.
And so there's one my mom and I laugh about this to this day is because you were so mad. And it takes a lot. Mad? It takes a lot to get you mad, or at least you were just like
it really
done.
does. Yeah.
It takes a lot to get you going.
Riled up.
And so.
But when I get there,
so you're in the front seat of this Honda, and you love to wear a hoodie. This is
back
hot,
in those
like
days.
Warm summer, right?
Yeah,
so already hot. You had a hoodie on, and like this, I don't know, 20-foot blue tarp was like maybe even like 20 square. Yeah, it's a giant blue tarp.
You say 20 square foot? Way more than that.
Way more than that. I don't know.
Huge.
It's a huge, big tarp, and it was stuffed like on top of you.
It was like over 200 square feet. This thing was huge. My Florida room's like 200 square foot. It was bigger than that. I think I'm massive.
Yeah, maybe. So, anyways, a tarp big enough to put your tent on, probably 2 times over. Yep. We'd fold it in half.
Anyways, we fold in like fourths, and then we put our tent on it.
And so
it's not going to float us.
And so you would ride back like 2 hours with this like on your lap. And no room for your foot. Anyways, we had
the driver
pillows.
Couldn't look to the right. Relied on us to say, "Can I get over?"
Can I back up?
Yeah, I'd have to relay that to you, and you would relay it to your little brother because no one can see anything. Yeah. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, man, we have pillows, blankets, camping supplies because the trunk would be filled. It just
Did the AC work? I think it did work.
Yeah, right? AC. Okay. I believe worked.
I remember being really hot one time. So maybe it died once. I don't know, but
man.
Great memories, not so great on the way back.
Oh man, yeah. My mom and I still laugh about that.
Oh yeah, they do make for great memories.
Oh yeah. Stuff like that. It's
just hilarious the fact that we didn't crash at all. It's just a miracle. Can I get over it? I don't know. Go for it. We'll find out.
You know, just thinking about today and our mutual. We know the guy. We both know the guy in different
Can you say
levels.
His name or,
well, it's your contractor, Luke.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One time, which is really weird because me and Luke, we didn't really hang out, but I think we were going to the same church at the time. And so him and his little brother, Trey, remember Trey?
Which has a kid now.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, it really
crazy.
Is.
We came with us on a camping trip, and which was just odd because like it was,
Trey did?
Yeah, it was
I don't think I was there.
Luke
around.
and Trey. You weren't there for this time. You were busy, and so they came. And something
good thing
happened.
I was busy.
Well, you'll find out. Maybe Luke. I wonder if Luke remembers this.
I'll ask him.
Yeah, because it was we this time we took my dad's older Cadillac, and so
that sounds a lot better still.
It's a lot more room. Yeah,
I mean, it's still not a ton of room, but at least more.
Big, huge trunk. Yeah. Actually, a lot more room. Probably like double. Double the space. And we only drove a small car when you were coming along.
Oh, Lane's coming. Let's torture him.
And
screw this guy.
And so I think Luke and I got in, like not like a fight, but we got into like a little discrepancy because I think
a scuffle,
or friendly argument, because he put the keys in the trunk as we were unloading things, and I closed the trunk. So I didn't look to make sure that there were no keys in the trunk. I don't normally do.
So like broke the keys, or you locked the keys inside?
No, we locked the keys inside the trunk.
Gosh.
Yeah. And so I was like, what? Who puts keys inside the trunk? And he was like, who doesn't look before they close the trunk? And so, and good thing Luke was there to lock keys in trunk because he's a contractor now. Yeah. So he's good with his hands and stuff. So he took the back seat apart. He took the back seat apart to get into the trunk. So yeah, I was thinking about that just today, actually. I don't know why, but yeah. So that happened really.
I'll have to ask him and see what his rendition of it is.
Yeah,
Ben just threw the keys in the back and just locked us out. I had to save the day. Yeah, I'll have to ask him.
But I know I definitely I'm the one who definitely closed the trunk, but I'm positive that he put the keys in the trunk.
Okay.
So yeah, but anyways,
I remember
he saved the day regardless.
Oh, cool. Yeah. He's a dad too.
Yeah, man.
All dads, man.
It's crazy. It's how life works, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're at that 45-minute mark. We can go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah,
they've endured long enough.
Yeah. And so we'll save the rest of the stories for later. We have a good one about a time where we were breaking toys and amalgamation,
trying to sell them for a profit as 11-year-old
to the neighborhood kids. We could save that one for another podcast.
Yep.
Because I'll be honest, I don't want to tell that story again. Right?
No worries, man. No worries.
So I think that thanks for tagging along on this exercise in reminiscing and best friendship. And
tune in next week to hear we tried to start a business at the age of 12 by selling misconfigured toys that we destroyed. Don't want to miss that.
Ooh, that's a good title. Misconfigured toys that we destroyed.
There you go. Boom.
There you go.
You'll see it next week.
Yeah, tune in next week where we break down our personality types. And
you don't want to miss that one.
That one's going to be so exciting. Anyways.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.